little bit of time. Hang on just one moment. Who can say where? Oh, fuck. Hang on. Right. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Is it live? I think it's live. I can see the chat moving on the left. Indeed, Alex says Lulu is thick, so I'm guessing you can see her. Zoom in, action butt. Yeah, she's got like a dried chicken's foot, so it's quite crunchy. She's chewing on it, and she likes those actually. She really likes those. You can buy them in batches at they come in like buckets at pet shops. So I scoop up a handful, and yeah, it keeps her entertained. It doesn't keep her entertained for as long as I'd like. She can get through that quite quickly. Right. Anyway, so good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. A bit of a shorter stream for now because I'm going to be going out to lunch fairly soon with the rest of my family. So I'm going to be going to see my mum and my cousins and my aunt and uncle and my nan. And so it just happens every Sunday. So we just sort of have a family gathering nearby because we all kind of live locally in the same rough area. And just going to go and get fed by... whenever you turn up at a grandparent's house, food just spontaneously appears. It's strange. Is she gone? Where's she gone? All right, honey. She just flops on the floor. She'll probably finish that bit later. Right. Oh, thank you, Voxbird and Stutter and Hair So. Thank you sincerely. Thank you. Right, okay, so bear with me. So I'm just logging into the DayZ server that we have, and I'm just going to roam about and play for a bit and talk to the chat, and yeah, just chill, really. Just going to spend an hour and a bit just chilling. Thank you, The Dirty Glass. Thank you very much, The Dirty Glass. Thank you. So, just to bring you up to speed with what's currently happening, it is the end of the second week of work on the latest YouTube project, and that project is D&D Bullshittery Part 1, so Dungeons and Dragons. The trouble is, it's a huge project. There's no way I can get this done within 4 to 5 weeks. So, it's more like a 20-weeker, like a 20-week project. It's enormous. The reason why it's so big is it's a cartoon, because there's no actual footage to edit for something like D&D. You play it with your imagination. I've got to try and make a cartoon, and it's very hard. I have a newfound respect for animators because holy shit, it's difficult. So yes, what I'm going to do instead is spend about 4 to 5 weeks on it, and then I'm going to put it to one side, and I'll get back to that later. And then I'll work on a different bullshittery instead. So that's what's going on. So I spent 2 weeks out of 4 or 5, and then I'll get on with a different bullshittery fairly soon. So that's the plan. I can't really do 20 weeks in one sitting because holy shit, my brain would probably melt. Hiya animators, Chrisu. That was plan A. That was indeed plan A. So I would cut it. I would cut the audio and then hand it over to animators. However, on getting some quotes back, it turns out that it is unfeasibly expensive to animate what I had in mind. So in order to go for the complexity and the duration that I was thinking of, so it's a 25-minute long cartoon. It is just way too expensive. It's out of my price range. And this is only part 1 of like 5 cartoons I've got planned. So instead what I'm doing is I've commissioned artists to draw assets for me, and I'm animating those assets in Adobe After Effects. If you've ever seen the show, the YouTube channel if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, a bit like that. You know how he's got static images that he's moving using After Effects' Puppeteer tool. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it's working out quite well. I'm enjoying it. It's a fun process. And I'm seeing the cartoon come together, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see indeed. Thank you, Finn, and Voxbird, and Dirty Glass, and Stutter, and her. So. Thank you kindly. Sorry, the loading bar is not moving. Has the game frozen? I'm loading into DayZ. Oh, no, hang on. No, I think I'm in. There we go. That was good timing. Whoa. Right. Okay, welcome indeed to DayZ. Just let it load. Right. Ooh, numbers. 10, 9. That's fine. Wait, isn't it? This is a Russian weapon. Oh, no, hang on. This is built for export, isn't it? This particular Russian weapon. Is it? The KAM? No, it's the other one. I can't remember. I don't know what this is. It's a Russian weapon, but I don't know if it's built for domestic markets or export or whatever. Thank you, the left shot. Thank you very much, the left shot. Thank you. Right. So yes, the plan for those people just joining is I'm just going to roam about and just play solo for a bit. I won't be on for too long, you see. So I don't really have the time to link up with the other guys and do group activities. Right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to peg it up the hill. Because at the top of the hill is a trade zone. A recently put in trade zone, one of the mods. And I just want to sell a plate carrier that I've currently got in my inventory. A plate carrier being it's a vest that contains ceramic plates to serve as body armor. It's body armor. However, it's quite heavy, and if I sacrificed it, then I would lose the storage space on a hunter's jacket that I believe I'm wearing, that I'd like to go with for now. I'm going to prioritize storage space on my person rather than combat protection. Thank you, Aztec, and the left shot, and Finn. Thank you sincerely. Thank you, guys. Right. Cool. So welcome. Yeah, this is Green Mountain. So Green Mountain is I was going to say steep hill, but it's not really. It's like a smooth hill that goes up to the. It's over on the west side of Chernarus. It's a bit of a landmark that you can easily spot from all over, obviously due to the giant radio tower. And here we've placed a trade site. Unfortunately, it is a safe. So we've put the safe mode on. So in other words, you can't fight here, which I find a bit. It takes away a bit of the tension if you can just walk in and be safe and not have to worry about shooting each other. At least in my opinion. Oh, there's another survivor here.
Hello.
Hi there. Good morning.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Just here to do some trading. Right, so
mate, the prices are screwed.
Yeah. Thank you, Aztec. Thank you very much, Aztec. Where's the body armor salesman? Okay. Is there a server restart every hour, Messi? No. It shouldn't be. Why? Okay. So, this is just one of the traders. It's just a shop front, really. So shoes, pants, skirts, dresses, jackets, vests. Here we go. So sell the plate carrier for 100 rubles, giving me 609 rubles. So rubles being the currency that we're using for the mod. It varies. It used to vary. There used to be gold bars back in the original sort of epoch. I preferred gold bars. It seemed to make more sense. Why would rubles be worth anything in the, with society fallen? But here we are. Right, okay, so is he leaving? I'm going to try and leave. I don't want him to see me leave. That's the trouble. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Apex. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. Whoops. Get my gun out. I might need that in a minute. And thank you, Ninja. Thank you very much, Ninja. Ninja, fuck, I don't have a magazine. Quickly. Go. Okay, so in a minute, I'll be able to fire my weapon, but that, of course, means that someone could be outside the safe zone ready to shoot someone leaving it. Why wouldn't they? Thank you, Bruce. Thank you kindly, Bruce. Thank you. Why am I running? To get the fuck away. A trade zone is one of the most dangerous locations on a DayZ server. If you're a bandit and you want to go and get some good stuff, a trade zone is where you go, because that's where people go to sell stuff that's of value, and it's where they, well, when they leave, they'll have cash on them, presumably. How can you do any trading if there are no safe zones? Well, you can. You can indeed. But you've got to. You can't just be like, I'm safe. You know, there's no problem. You should be full of tension. You should be like, fuck. You know, is there anyone there? Like, there's someone there. I've got to, you know, wait until they've gone. Have they gone? Can I go in? Go in quick. Trade, trade, trade. Run. You know, it's just one of the. It's the water hole for, you know, that the predators can circle. You know. But making it like there's no fighting in there at all kind of takes a little bit the edge off DayZ. At least in my opinion. Yes, you can, Mr. Fluffy. Someone could have shot me, I think at least. Right. Okay. I'm at least... Oh, there's a hunting blind over there. So the hunting blinds can now serve the dual purpose of hunting people as they leave the trade zone. Sit there with a deer stand even. Sit there with a rifle. Ah, there's another one. Bang. Right, okay. So where am I? I'm just going to update my position on this map that I have. Where's that? Oh, I see. So apparently there's a little campsite nearby. Right, so I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to move around looking for supplies and resources, heading north up to the road, and then circle round to the west to try and look for vehicles in particular. If I can find a vehicle, I'll at least be able to, well, know where a derelict vehicle is, so I can start bringing batteries, fuel, wheels, that sort of thing over to it in order to try and get it repaired. Thank you, Sanderwas. Thank you very much, Sanderwas. Thank you sincerely. And Zealot. Thank you very much, Zealot. Anyway, welcome everybody. I hope you're having a lovely lovely weekend wherever you are. If you've had any weekend plans, I hope they've gone well. So over here, I've been spending, I spent most of Saturday just playing DayZ with the ZF guys, and we had fun. I sound quieter than normal. Do I really? No, it looks okay. The values on the volume values seem what they were before. Server restart in 10 minutes. Good spot. Okay. Thank you, Rock the Dance Floor. Thank you kindly, Rock. Much appreciated, Rock. Thank you. Right. Hi there, Rodriguez in India. I hope you're well. Oh, jackpot already. Holy shit. That's fortunate. A derelict vehicle right next to the trade zone. Which means that if I have the rubles to get the parts necessary to get it operational, I'll have a vehicle right for... Thank you, Swipey. Thank you very much, Swipey. Thank you, sir. Pickaxe, don't require that. Thank you, Chimera. Thank you very much, sir. Right, so let's have a look. So it's one of these old larders. It's called an adder. Oh, bugger. It's going to need a lot of work. I don't even know if I have the rubles to get it operational. It requires 2 wheels, which are going to cost about 75 rubles a piece. So I've got about 600 on me. I don't know how much a radiator is, but it requires the battery and the spark plug. Tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. And of course the fuel as well. I could give it a go. We'll have to see how much all of it costs. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you very much, Taylor. Thank you. But it's not just that, it's bringing it back here as well. Ah, ZF Bavin is on. He's setting up the Church of Bavin. I think he's making a cult. It's weird. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you very much, Taylor. Is base building on the server? Yes, it is. So you can build defensive walls to secure a location. You can build gates to get in and out of it with code locks. Apparently, it's been set currently so that they are indestructible from one side. I don't know if that's a decent enough solution yet. We'll see. Yeah, water for the radiator. Yeah, I think so too, Panda. This might be a bit too derelict to get going, and its position next to the trade zone makes it dangerous. I will, however, mark this. So, hang on. So, marking... add a vehicle... needs everything but 2 wheels. I'm just going to mark this on the I Survive map. There's this, it's like we're sharing this website map, like between the clan. So I've marked that for the other guys, so they know where it is. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave this for now. I think if it needed only a couple of bits, it might be worth it, but this is like several in and outs from the trade zone. I think this might be too dangerous. Let me just have a more of a further explore. Maybe if I can, for example, find another car close by, maybe I can cannibalize parts without having to go in and out the trades. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Pictish. Thank you kindly, Pictish. Thank you. Alternatively, yeah, I could get lucky. Someone else could have a go, and I could ambush them as they're fixing it. Save me the risk. Hi there, the Couch Samurai. Good afternoon, sir. Or good morning, even. Sorry. Right, let's continue up the road. Can you get the link to the interactive map site for us to use for your friends? Well, it's just called I Survives. So I Survive with a Z instead of an S. And I'd send you the link, but I'd probably accidentally send you the link to our version of it, which has all of our caches, our buried, you know, buried lockboxes marked on it. So, you know. Okay. So yes, for those people just joining the stream, welcome indeed. I'm just on the ZF DayZ standalone server. It's the same one that we had 5 months ago. We tried playing 5 months ago, and we enjoyed it. We had fun, but it had a major problem in that there was a bug which caused your... yeah, we were trying it because the base building was apparently in, and we were like, oh yeah, awesome. But every time you put down a tent or like a storage container, it would potentially get wiped each reset, which was a major bummer. It meant you just couldn't keep anything, which is the whole fucking point of base building. So we gave up, like, oh, fuck this shit. No one could get a base established because no one could keep anything, and everyone just went back to being roaming survivors with no real purpose, which is lame. Thank you, Pinup Cat and Kazadoon and Rosachu. Thank you kindly. Is this RP or PvP? Well, it's not RP. DayZ by its very nature is you can't easily define whether it's PvP or not. Nebulous PvP is what makes a DayZ server interesting. It's not necessarily about, you know, fighting. Why don't you build a base? Well, we are trying to, Kara. So we've got... do I have them on me? Yes, I've got a couple of boxes of nails. I've got some tools. I was going to, at the end of the stream, head... Well, I was going to head and bury these and mark them on the map for the guys to use. But yes, the server itself, 5 minutes till the restart. The server itself has about, I think about 40 people out of 100. So there's still another like 40 unreserved slots for people that want to come and play. So if you did have the standalone, you want to come and join us, you're welcome to do so. You do need to be on the whitelist though. The server is called the Lusty Gusset, similar to the Rusty Gusset, which is our Rust server. To get on the whitelist, apparently there's some sort of form that you fill in on the ZF Discord, but I don't know what that is because I don't use Discord. But yeah, I think what happens is that I think Tom or Social or somebody, they go through and look for VAC bans really, and also politely ask that you don't stream snipe because it just gets really lame. Like we try to play anything as a group, and there's always one member of ZF that's streaming something, and so it just gets shite if we're just getting hunted wherever we go because people are just watching the stream, you know. Just it kills the game. Sorry, why did I come here? I came here because this farm... No, sorry, my mistake. I thought that this farm had a car spawn, but it doesn't. It's the next one over. It's just over there, apparently. Shouldn't it be the Dusty Gusset since DayZ... Oh, fuck yeah, it should have been. I'm not responsible for whoever's naming the servers on the Daddy Box. I have no idea. Right. How easy to get guns? Dunno. No idea. I've managed to find them by searching military checkpoints and stuff. Finding the magazines has been hard. It seems to be harder to find the damn mags to do anything other than fire one shot, reload, fire one shot, reload. Ah, oh no, fuck. I thought it was burlap for a minute. Burlap sacks are super useful because you can cut them into strips and then tie netting to them to make components for ghillie suits. And ghillie suits are cool. Hi there, Interstellar. Hello. Will there be any more bullshittery vids, Jetlag? Oh, of course, absolutely. I'm always working on them, all the time. It's just that they individually take about 20 to 25 work days. Monday to Friday, so 5 days a week. It is just, there's a large time investment required to make a compilation of live stream highlights with art with visual effects on each scene. Lots of visual effects. Indeed, server is restarting soon. I should probably log off in a corner. Right. You can search it on the subreddit. Whose subreddit? Oh, yes, yeah, okay. Tom made a post. Ah. Right. Is editing each episode that long because I do it frame by frame? Well, no. Ooh, I'll take that. I can sell that at least. It's a farmer's rifle. It's probably worth about 50 rubles or something. Well, no, I don't. It's a bit of a bit of an inaccuracy. I don't necessarily edit frame by frame. It's more that I edit as many keyframes are as necessary to make it look smooth. But yeah, it's effectively, it takes me about 2 to 4 days to do the initial cutting. It depends how well I've kept my notes, so whether or not I can just go, oh look, that's the highlight I need from the stream. Sometimes I have to sit there and go through the stream because I've like scribbled something in, illegible on a funny moment here. I'm like, oh god, so I have to watch through most of the stream to find it. Yeah, I'm shit. So yeah, it takes me about 2 to 4 days to do the cutting. And then it takes me about 1 day for every individual minute of footage. And since each bullshittery is roughly about 10 minutes long, that seems to be a good duration. So we're talking like 10 days. And then it will take me... Okay, server restart. And then it will take me another 2 to 4 days, roughly, to do the quality assurance, which is where I go through and I fix things and maybe render it a few times, watch it. It's all about just constantly rewatching it and recutting. So yeah, all of that just builds up. So you're talking roughly around 20 days-ish. When am I going to get 1080 streams? Yeah, I need to sort that out. Sort that out, not a jar. Okay, so I've just logged off from the server and just going to wait for the reset. So yeah, thank you, Zantanev. Thank you sincerely. Hello, Lulu. Are you alright, honey? Lulu just came back from her walkies. Yes, you did. Where you tried to play with a puppy, and like the puppy was on a lead, so it couldn't really chase her around. But no, she had fun. She saw another Frenchie called Frankie, no relation to Frankie on PC, and so she had a good play with Frankie. Although Frankie's a bit grumpy, I don't think Frankie's a fan of Lulu. Lulu's like playtime. Like her head goes down, her butt goes up. She's like, play. Are you right, honey? Yes. Who's a good pup? Who's my good pup? Yes, you are. Yeah, you've been drooling. Yeah. Did you see Frankie? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You saw Frankie. Thank you, Dom. Thank you very much, Dom. Thank you sincerely. You just tried to vomit by drinking seawater, says Firefire. Okay. What, in the game or in real life? Don't do that in real life. Where has Frankie gone? Did he quit YouTube? I think it's pretty infrequent these days because he is a lawyer. He has a real job. He's like a career lawyer. So I don't believe he has the time for it anymore. At least that's what I thought, isn't it? Is that not the case? He stands in courtrooms and he goes, objection. And the judge goes, overruled. Or what is the other one? Overruled or fucking with... I don't know how courts work. He stands in a suit and says legal stuff. Right, okay. Right, let's play. Ugh. Hi there, Mr. Loto Spol. Your girlfriend watches me and she's like, oh, thank you kindly. Greetings to you both, I hope you're okay. Yeah, sorry, my voice feels really scratched up today. I don't know what that's about. Like I mentioned the other day, I felt like I had almost like an abrasion at the back of my throat. It feels really sore. Just trying, yeah. It's like right down, just like right behind the back of my throat. I can feel it. I don't know what I've done, but it hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt now, but it just feels, uncomfortable. So apologies if my voice is shit. How long have I had Lulu? So I've had her since. What is it? When can you sell them? Is it 8 weeks? I've had her since I could legally own her. So I went to see her when she was a little puppy, and then she stayed with the breeder, stayed with the mum, and then and then when she was ready to come home, went up to London. I bought her from a breeder in West London in a residential area, and and then I took her home. She was good as gold on the way back. She slept the entire way. Just in her, well, actually, it's not entirely true. She was dozing. She was going, she was tired, and she had puppy Like, oh my god, my entire body is growing and therefore everything is tiring. But yeah, and then she got back and yeah, she was a good girl. It took. I'm glad those days are over. Having a puppy that just has very little control over its bowel movements, you know, just pooping everywhere. That bit sucked. So I'm glad that she's over that. Do I prefer to buy because of a race or what I wanted to adopt? Well, here's the trouble. So I live in a small flat with grumpy neighbours and a very unfavourable tenancy agreement. I couldn't get a bigger dog. Well, really, I needed very specific things in a dog. I needed one that would not make noise. I needed one that tolerates small spaces. And I couldn't really get a rescue that might have behavioural difficulties that would cause problems for me. Case in point, a gentleman nearby has a rescue and it just howls and barks and scratches at the door, and it's just so loud. And yeah, so I couldn't. I needed a breed that would be predictable. A Frenchie is very predictable. I'm sorry to hear that, MWG clan. So sorry to hear that, dude. Sympathies to you, man. 15, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Lulu's never going to reach 15. That's a grand old age that is for a dog. Well done. But yeah, sympathies. Anyway, so for those people just joining the stream, welcome. Apologies, a bit of a shorter stream today. I won't be around for too long. I'm going to go and have lunch with the family. Right, for the minute, I'm just going to roam about on the ZF DayZ server and talk shit and scavenge for reasons. Oh, interesting. That is apparently a military checkpoint or med center or something. That's why it's marked on the map as a military spawn location. Okay, there's also a potential car spawn. Let's go investigate. Hang on. The trouble is, now that I've got a gun on my back, my hands are occupied. I can't just, you know, put the gun away and get up binoculars. Is DayZ worth buying at the moment? No. No. If you do not own DayZ, do not purchase it now. The price is too expensive. The price on Steam, I believe it's $33.99. That's too expensive for what's really here. What's here is incomplete, and it's just incomplete. Thank you, Sorkum. Thank you very much, Sorkum. Thank you. If you have, however, purchased DayZ in the past, the standalone, it might be worth trying it again because they've effectively remade it. They've made it all again in a new engine. This is a completely different engine. Also, the dog is trying to dig into my sofa. She's trying to get comfy, I think. Hang on a second. Yeah, she's comfy. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you kindly, Lucky. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Right, so I've just switched over the big long-range scope on the rifle for just a quick red dot one. Let's see what I can scavenge. See, with the inclusion of the trade zones on the server, even if I find things that are not immediately beneficial to me now, I might be... well... I'll be able to bring them back to the trade camp and sell them for rubles. Oops, sorry, I've got some motorbikes going past the flat. Thank you, Sonorota. Thank you very much, Sonorota. Thank you sincerely. Okay, some pristine sneakers. Pristine hunting boots. I'll keep the hunting boots for the minute. Shoes now degrade. And if you lose your shoes, you will start to get abrasions on your feet as you run about. A road flare. Ooh, an SKS. It is badly damaged, but it should still be worth something. I believe probably worth more than the farmer's rifle. I'll take that. Fireman's axe. Is that a grenade? That is a grenade. Holy shit. Put that on my field vest. I now have 2 grenades. I don't know if I can buy or sell those, but we'll find out. Can you make improvised shoes? You know what? I think you can. The trouble is though, the improvised, it's not very easy to do because you've got to like make leather. You've got to like hunt animals, and I've never really understood the whole leather thing. It takes a bit of a time investment to make them, and I don't think they're any better than just random shoes you could find in a car, you know? But doesn't the trade zone mess with the central loot economy? I would go further. It completely overrides the central loot economy, which is one of the reasons that I've cited, or at least previously, for the insanity of putting in a central loot economy. Most servers are going to have trade zones. I would probably argue probably all of them, because they're just so important and so useful, and they make your looting worthwhile, even if you don't find the specific thing you want. Fuck. So yeah, it does undo the central loot economy. It undoes the central loot economy, which is why it's quite silly that they went to all this effort to put it in. The answer is yes. Sorry, to explain, for those who are not familiar, the central loot economy is like the big AI director that controls where the equipment is and how it spawns. A KA-75. Damaged KA-75. So, just the tent rustling. Okay. I don't know what would be more valuable. Can I put one in my backpack? If I can, that would be most useful. I can now spin things around. Yes, if I can carry guns back to the trade zone purely to sell. Sorry, 75, 74, sorry. I can, good. And what do we have here? A tactical shirt. Just a couple of rags, really. They're badly damaged. I wonder if the sale price will be affected based on... Grenade on the floor? Oh yeah, good spot. Another grenade. Excellent. Holy shit. How does the gameplay experience in DayZ compare to games like PUBG and Rust and maybe Arma? Well, these are... You describe... effectively, these are different variations, at least in PUBG and Rust case. They're all flavors of the same game mode, really. So to explain that, it's a little bit... It's a bit of a long story. Hang on a second. Sorry, I just need to make sure I've got everything. Okay, I'll just take the gun. So I've got 2 guns for the sake of selling. That's not too bad. Maybe I should just head back now. I mean, if the trade camp is right there. I've got 2 guns to sell. Let's keep exploring for a minute. Yeah, I'll keep exploring. Sorry, what was I saying? So when you ask, like, how does it compare? What happened in 2012, 2013 is that when the idea sort of, like, sprouted... Was that a car? Is that a real car? When Dean Hall created the original... Let's bring the other rifle. Did I not? I have. I've got both of them. Obviously, the other one. Yeah, can I fit them? Maybe actually. Yeah, holy shit, you're right. Right. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, so when the idea was created, so when the first variant of DayZ, the mod in Arma 2 was made by Dean Hall, it really sort of triggered a flurry of community creation, I suppose, with lots of people going, oh, that, you know, good word of mouth. Oh, fuck. Good word of mouth made it spread, really. There was no marketing campaign. It was just people were like, oh, holy shit, this game, you know, this is interesting. Try this. Thank you, X-Holy. Thank you very much, X-Holy. Thank you, sir. There we go. Squidge that there. Sweet. Got both of them. Thank you, Maboo. Thank you. Well, not really rant, Rockin' Rocket. I'm just trying to answer the question. So yes, there was really this community flurry of creation with various different mod editors creating, like, oh yeah, let's put in new weapons. Let's put in the ability to base build. Let's put in different all the different elements of like, say, Arma 2's aircraft or Or, you know, the trade zones, or here's a good one, random events, like, for example, ooh, a crashed helicopter, you know, that sort of thing. Or like hey, there's some treasure that some bandits lost over there, it's marked on the map. And then like a chest would spawn just, you know, out in the middle of a forest or whatever, and you've got to try and search for it. Damn, it's just a derelict. Thank you, Mabu and Tigran. Thank you very much, thank you. So what I'm saying is that all of these different variants started to appear, and lots of distinct modes, lots of mod types, from Epoch to Origin, from Overpoch to 1944 to what was it? What's the first one called? Overwatch, I believe it was. And Exile, Arma 3 Exile. You know, all of these different individual mod packs. And from there, you had the various different developers, such as Facepunch Studio, making Rust. Rust, it did not exist in isolation. Rust is just DayZ Epoch. It is a copy-paste. Zombies and everything when they first made it. Until they realized, shit, that's too obvious. Let's undo the zombies. Thank you, Chimera. Thank you sincerely, Chimera. Thank you. 7 Days to Die, Scum, Ark, H1Z1. All of these are just different variants of DayZ. They've looked at the different mod packs and they've gone, ooh, let's do this. And same with Arma 3, you know, all the different modders for Arma 3 were like, hey, let's make Epoch in Arma 3. So, I suppose to answer the question, what's, you know, the difference between... Oh, and PUBG as well, sorry. PlayerUnknown Battleground. That was just... Well, that was originally Arma 3 Battleground, wasn't it? Was that its name? Which, again, is just a variant of DayZ. It's just big open world, find gear, shoot each other. It was just the bandit plays, none of the hero. So all of these are different types, different configurations of the original idea from 2012. And the difference being the specific features that each mod package would contain and how the survivors are expected to behave. Be it with base building and trying to survive long term, or maybe resources are really scarce and it's like a true survival, we gotta hunt and farm crops and whatever. Or maybe PUBG, where it's like, you know, 20 minutes to loot, shoot each other. You know, as in they cut down the take you a good couple of hours to get to where I am now. In PUBG, it's like, well, just cut that down. Just cut the corners off. Yeah, Fortnite as well. So, you know, Fortnite is another example. All of these are different variants of this original sort of... I suppose they're different elements of this wave of creativity, that sort of this ripple on the top of a pond that was created when Dean Hall dropped the DayZ mod. Because the DayZ mod was just so popular. It just discovered an audience. It uncovered an audience of like at least 1 million strong with a thirst for this type of game mode. Random encounters, get your gear. You know, you'll struggle to play it the same way twice, sort of thing. Some people say, well, you know, it's like, oh, Minecraft Battle Royale really started. No. It's absolutely, you know, it's absolutely the DayZ mod. Dean Hall's DayZ mod, and the audience from that, it caused it to explode from 2012. And even Bohemia decided to try and get in on the action, and they tried to make their own standalone version, which obviously had a multitude of problems. Hang on a minute, I'm just looking at the map. Okay, so apparently there's a car spawn where I'm looking now. So I'm just looking for car spawns, really, looking for decent resources. Let's go. Indeed, M Black. But all the same, it was never, as I mentioned, it's more of a community creation thing. As in, all these people coming in and making different ideas, and the ones that were shit fell to the wayside. And the ones that were great were picked up by many servers, because ultimately all the servers were in competition. Back when DayZ was first created, there were thousands of people with thousands of servers, but there's only a limited number of people actively playing. So all of these servers were trying to put in the features that appealed to people. So the best ideas would float to the top, and the shit ideas would fall to the bottom. And that's how you got the core activities, the things like missions and base building and trade zones and PvP, you know, offensive or defensive PvP. Or fucking, you know, random treasure to locate. Or even base raiding, if that particular thing is your preference. These are the ideas that floated to the top and became prevalent on most servers. Scrap bikes, for example. You know, the ability to create a vehicle to let you corpse run. They were ubiquitous not because of some top-down, like, leadership decision that was being made by anybody, but because, well, from a grassroots, these were the things that, through good word of mouth and people playing on them, these are the things that people wanted to do. Things that added activities to the game experience, if that makes any sense. So, to answer the question, define the difference between, like, Rust and 7 Days to Die and DayZ, the difference is entirely in the number of features that they present, which slice of functionality they took from the wave of creativity that sort of, launched out from that original creation of DayZ, be it close to its creation, where you're mostly just roaming around, or quite far on the other end of the spectrum, which is like PUBG, Battle Royale style. Thank you, Chimera, that's very kind. And Frosties and Dark Gustle and Tigran and Mabu. And Holy Knight, thank you sincerely. Thank you very much. Right. So my character is okay. I'm just sort of exploring. There should be a car spawn over here. A potential car spawn. Adobe Premiere, Oshami. I use Adobe Premiere. So that is for the editing, and then I use Adobe After Effects for the visual effects. Thank you, Bart. Thank you sincerely, Bart. Thank you. Still was funny that the DayZ mod was one of the first to have persistent characters when logging off and being able to put tents on map that were there after the restart line. Well, yeah, it never worked very well. Yeah, the original DayZ mod was always very clunky, and there was a good chance when you come back your tent wouldn't be there. But yeah, there was a sort of attachment to each individual server, to the world. Whereas you would scavenge, find supplies, squirrel them away, rather than you just playing on whatever server. It wasn't a service. It was more like you were attached to the land, really. Be it base building, reading the side chat, getting to know the community, that sort of thing. Thank you, Chimera, again. That's very kind, Chimera. And thank you, Wrong Aiden and the Cuddly Wolf. Thank you. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just going to fiddle with the... Just going to switch... Oh, no, hang on. How do I switch the aircon? There we go. Sorry. Can I just have a quick drink? Bear with me, sorry. No. Legit copy. I have Adobe licenses things, whatever they are. The Adobe creative licenses that you can purchase. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to move into this town. So these towns, so all of the map overhauls, they've been done by, I'm just rambling really. They've been there. So a gentleman called Ivan Butchter, so on the Bohemia team. So I did a deep dive on the dev blogs a few months ago when I was doing this video essay stuff, and so a gentleman called Ivan Butchter worked with other people, of course, to redo the map. When they were struggling with other functional elements. The map overhauls was one area where they didn't have many roadblocks really, as in modeling buildings and putting them in. So Ivan was able to just go gun-ho, full steam ahead, overhauling the map, and he's very talented. He's done great work. Thank you, the Asian Prince and Diego. Thank you very much. Thank you. And as a bit of trivia, Ivan is actually one of the two gentlemen that was arrested and held in a Greek prison for well, he was accused of espionage because they were taking photographs of the landscape, which included like a few shots of military facilities over on the island of well, it's not. They didn't call it Altis in Arma 3. They call it Lemnos is the island. So he went there with another gentleman, I can't recall his name, but yes, Ivan was held for a few months. Watch out for Zeds. I don't really have any strong opinions, if Devorian Dom, on open source dev. It's fine, I guess. Sorry, I don't really have any strong opinions. Right, have I been here before? I don't know. So I'm just going up and down the orchard looking for any apples. It's free food, it's right here. So the apples now drop to the floor rather than stay on the trees. I always talk about the past and the present of the game genre. What do I see in its future? I don't know. That's the trouble. Yeah, I was talking to Edberg about this last night. I'm really keen to see what happens next. It feels like every single game is playing catch up. Like even PUBG. So yeah, the rise of the battle royale thing did still interest me because that's still like, ooh, you know, that's the next thing really. You know, cut off the corners, make it easier to loot. You know, to hell with roaming across the terrain. Just go. You know, drop in, parachute, loot, fight. That was sort of like it felt like the next thing because it was playing to the advantage of the fact that nobody does anything other than shoot on sight anymore. So let's just shoot on sight. You know, battle royale it. Fuck it, just go. So the rise of that was interesting. But yeah, I'm keen to see what the next thing will be. Because maybe the next thing will be is that it dies. Maybe it's had its day. Maybe the ripple that started from 2012's DayZ has lost its energy. We'll see. I remain very interested to see, to watch and see what happens. Thank you, Kablooey. Thank you very much, Kablooey. Thank you. Right. Remember the culling. Indeed. Right. Is PUBG the only battle royale I played? Well, I played the culling. Oh, fuck. That Zed just went crazy. Is he going crazy because he's after me, or is there a player here? Thank you, Mavis. Thank you sincerely, Mavis. So I'm listening. He could have just spotted me. He might have just been investigating me. Yeah. Ooh, brass knuckles. I think they sell for a little bit, actually. But yeah, so the other battle royales I haven't really delved into. Fortnite, I'm not really into that particular art style. I don't know why. I've never really been like. I was a bit similar with Borderlands. It was like okay, but I'm just not really into that. You know, like the cell shaded cartoon thing. You know, like Team Fortress as well. They're okay, but I can't really get into them. I don't know. And Apex is by EA, and I'm just trying my best not to. You know, EA sucks. Trying my best to avoid EA. Just try to be a sensible consumer. So I'm just on high alert. Zeds are Zeds, but a dude with an AK. It's a real threat if I bump into one. Oh my god, holy shit. I do know where this is. Sorry, no, wow, this has changed. No, is this? Nah. I can't, I seem to remember setting up, like when I did some video essay stuff, I was trying to set up like an NPC to shoot another one. No, I think maybe it's a different road. Like, have two bots shoot each other. Yeah, all the same, Jack. It's not really the point. It's more just, you know, it's owned by a horrible company. Doesn't matter if it's free or not. It's just kind of... Just EA's horrible. They're just really horrible. Is that a box of matches? I'll take them. Should certainly head back to the trade zone, shouldn't I? Do I require water? I shouldn't pass up if it's right here. Put that down for a second. Take out the canteen from my belt. Well, I filled it up when I was back at the trade site. I'll just have a drink and then fill up the rest. Sorry, am I getting mixed up? Wait, is that Apex or Anthem? Sorry. No, Anthem is something else, isn't it? That's a different thing by EA. No, wait, is it Ubisoft? Oh, I lose track. filling that up. Right. Shit. So, no car spawn here? According to this, it's in a garage, which is just up and around the corner. Oh, okay. Maybe I walk past it? Hang on. So, apparently there's a garage over there. Just check it out while we're here. Oh. Oh no, it's like it's a dinky. It's not like a big garage. It's a dinky one. Oh, fuck! She hit me really hard there. Okay. Yeah, no car. Tourist map, box headlight bulb. I tried it. Yeah, you can't sell those apparently. Pipe pristine tourist map. Interesting. Hang on a second. Yeah, there really should be just an in-game map. The lack of an in-game map is a problem. Always has been, really. You just expect it to navigate by third-party browser maps, really. Well, no, you expect it to do it all in the game for like immersion, but nobody's going to do that. Okay. Where the fuck am I? I think I'm... Where's Green Mountain? That's Green Mountain. So I went up here. So I'm in this place, I think? Or did I cross over? No, I think I'm there, aren't I? Yeah. What's that there? Interesting. Thank you, Mayhem. Thank you very much, Mayhem. Thank you. Hi there, Prometheus. What's the time? Sorry, it's past. Ooh, I don't have too much longer, folks, I'm afraid. So, let's go... Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to head up the road, and yeah, I'm just going to keep searching through... Ooh, wolf country, apparently. There's loads of wolf icons on the map. Alright, then. Keep moving this way. Once you figure out the road signs, it's not too difficult. Yeah, but all the same, there's just a browser map that's just way more complete. And is always accessible. I can hear some deer making horrible noises. Do I work on the weekends? Depends if I'm really on crunch time. So if I'm trying to get a video done. For now, I'm good. I'm just chilling on the weekend. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Captain, perhaps if I'd started on the standalone, then yeah, maybe I'd be the same. Like, yeah, I just learned the map off by heart. But, you know, I started on the mod and maps were default, so you kind of got to the point where it's like, well, the absence of a map is now a bit, ugh. You know, there's no map? What do you mean there's no map? Sorry, bear with me. Put that in my hands. Just double check that this is in fact the right... There, I got rid of it. Put it in my hands. Put it in my... Ah, come on. North. Yes, it is north. Right, sweet. Yeah, it's because I've got... I'm loaded down with equipment. It's hard to... It's hard to quickly change what you're carrying. Yeah, Captain Omicron. What's my opinion on Fortnite? I've never played it, I'm afraid. I have no real opinion. Hello, sweetie. What do you want? The dog is next to me wanting attention. Huh? What do you want? What do you want? What you want? Yes, you want. You've had a... Well, actually, yeah, I want to keep her awake. Give her a treat to chew. I want to keep her awake so she stays nice and tired for when she gets up to see Nan. Because my Nan doesn't like dogs, so she just needs to be just sleeping on the floor. Oh wow, handsaw, pristine. Haven't seen one of those. Hacksaw, pristine. I'll keep the hacksaw. Presumably they can make planks from logs. Right. In fact, what I'll probably do, it might be a good idea to bury some of this, particularly my cash, just in case I get murdered. I'll keep it on me for the minute. Hi there, no time. Welcome indeed. Yeah, well, I'm just chilling. Bear in mind that, the videos are all like highlights that are heavily cut together. And, obviously I'm playing with my mates in those, so if I'm just chilling on the weekend in a solo stream, just, doing the audience engagement thing, but welcome. Welcome indeed, no time. Thank you, Democles Angel. Thank you, sir. I can pin the compass to the quick access slot. What, like that? Yeah, it's a bit hard to read. Struggling to read that. Is that north? Oh. Wait, if that's north, then I'm on the wrong road. Oh no, it just bends. It's fine. It's a bendy road. Road is bendy. Yeah, it's fine. Keep following the road. So, I take this road, take a left, and then it goes up a windy bit, and then apparently there's another car spawn at the top. How long does the base take to make usually? So, alas, I can't really give you the exact specifics because it's all very new in the standalone and not very easy to understand. But you have the ability to bury caches. You can bury cooking pots, dry bags. You can bury crates that you can make yourselves using nails and planks. So I think I'm saying that because I think initially people will just be burying their shit and marking it for later, rather than having a set base. In fact, I suspect the meta might be to do that more than not, because, well, it's much harder to spot something that's just buried in the ground than it is a fortified position. That being said, you have the ability to place a wooden wall by using planks and nails and I think a hammer. And what I suspect people will do is start to barricade barns and big buildings like that they can store vehicles and tents inside. So yes, I don't know how long, I can't quantify how long that would actually take, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see it soon, because that's when the server gets really interesting. Because, well, initially, bear in mind, so when DayZ was first created, there was none of that base building. As in, when the DayZ mod idea came out, base building was not a thing. You had people with tents, but that's it. But you can't, wait, beyond hiding a tent, you can't secure a tent. You can't stop people from stealing shit, which is a major bummer. It means that you could loot for ages, go back to your tent, drop it all off, come back next morning, and it's all gone. So in response to that, people made safes with combinations that you needed the combination to access, and you'd keep that behind a sealed, walled-off facility. You could build walls, base building. So that was another thing that they added to the DayZ mod. So I think, well, I first encountered that in the Epoch variant, but I'm going to assume it's probably in there sooner. Thank you, Waterbeacon and Mothra. Thank you sincerely. Sorry, I'm lost. Bear with me. Nope, I'm not lost. Just follow the left road. Don't go right, because there's loads of wolves, apparently. Oh, does the road end? No, it's just overgrown. Right, so what was I saying? So the reason why it gets really interesting once the bases are in is because the gameplay takes on this new dimension. Because you're no longer just roaming with everything on you. You have a headquarters, you have a home. And you are picking things up, you are taking them to the trade zone to sell, and you're bringing these resources back home. This means that you either, as a solo player, or as a group, have treasure. You have a location that you would like to protect. You would like to keep it safe. And you also have bandits then have... well, they have a thing that they have an incentive to attack you because you have stuff to steal. Thank you, Cherusha and Per Kelly. Thank you sincerely. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you. So this changes the entire dynamic because now, instead of bandits who want action just going off to an airfield to shoot people, they go and find bases. And because you can build bases anywhere, this massively changes the replay value because you're not just going with a sniper rifle to the same place, to the same hiding spot with a ghillie and shooting randoms who don't even know you're there. You're launching attacks on prepared... Like, say, there could be a base there, and you know about it, and 5 guys live there, you know, they fortified it, they cut the trees down or whatever. And yeah, you just have these interesting scenarios where clans are butting heads with each other. Case in point, Sniper Hill in Electro. It's called Sniper Hill because pretty much during all of the DayZ mod, there were snipers on it. Because people with gear and nothing better to do would just go up onto a hill that overlooks a fire station. And the fire station would act like a honey trap. And, you know, new people in Electro would go over to the fire station to get gear, and you could just shoot them. It was just a fun activity. You'd shoot people in Electro. Once you're in Epoch, Sniper Hill is pointless. There is no reason for snipers to go to Sniper Hill because you can find a much better fight all over the place. It depends on the server, you know, on your particular server. Like, there might be a base in that castle. There might be a base over there, like just south of the airfield. There might be a base in that cave, you know, and effectively, each individual server becomes this unique fingerprint of clans butting heads and maybe lone wolves trying to keep their heads down, or maybe, you know, hang at the periphery and try to steal resources from dead bandits who are running and fleeing. It's way more interesting having this community scavenge and fight and you know, almost feels like late stage Walking Dead, you know, with communities of survivors hanging out and trying to defend their home. If that makes any sense. Thank you, Nick and Tommy and Per Kelly and Crucia. Thank you sincerely. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Yeah, and if you can break into a base, you know, some servers had what is it, like what are they called? Fuck. Sorry, the things that you use to break combination locks. Like a computer thing. It's a term, but you know, it's like several uses and then it's useless. Anyway, but you had things that can break safes open, right? So this meant that people would try and raid bases, get in, steal the stuff that they've accumulated, and especially the currency from trade zones. So treasure. Break in, steal the treasure. Yes, Bavin set up his own church. I don't know what he's doing. We'll see in a bit, I guess. And this is, many people are probably sitting there going, that sounds a lot like Rust. Indeed. Can you see what I mean? As in, Rust took those ideas and made them into a standalone game. That's Epoch I'm describing. Rust is Epoch. And so is 7 Days to Die. But with different flavors. Thank you, Michelangelo. Thank you very much, Michelangelo. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I can hear deer everywhere. They're just making disgusting noises. Decryptor? Prince? Yeah, you know what I mean. Like a little thing that can break open safes. Anyway. Todd 8 says, everything is connected. No, I'm just trying to sort of, for people who have no idea, that there is a link between something like Rust and DayZ. I'm just trying to paint the picture. But anyway, sorry, my point that I'm circling back to is that the inclusion of base building, which I'm hoping we can encourage people to start on this server, leads to way more interesting encounters. It's not just random people roaming for little purpose. Not that way, this way. For now, you have something to hold on to. You have something to defend. So this is another lumber site. Damn. A car spawn was supposed to be here. Nothing. Good base location, though. Bit hidden. Right. What's the trade zones? They're basically like shop fronts. They're sort of fortified, post-apocalyptic sort of civilians who are held up in certain locations with barbed wire and barricades to keep the Zeds out. And you can take your valuable resources such as, well, you know, food and medical supplies, things that you find out in the world, and exchange them for a server-specific currency. It depends entirely on who's making the mod. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's rubles, sometimes it's bottle caps, sometimes it's just credits and they're just sort of attached to your character. I hate that. You know, it sounds like it's credits, you know, fuck, you know. But yeah, and then you can take that currency back to your, or, you know, you can trade that currency for stuff that you do want to buy. Yeah. Right. Where do I want to go now? So that's a lumber camp down there. This could be a good area to, as in this hilly area. Lots of foliage to hide shit. Ooh, stand by. There's a military location nearby. Might be untapped. Okay, so we head down the road, then follow the trees. Don't get eaten by wolves. Definitely don't get eaten by wolves. We just move directly... Stand by. Directly south. Let's try that. Can I just say how amazing it is that I can put my gun on this rock? Oh, shit! Was that at me or at a wolf? That was some distance away. I don't think that was at me. Right, let's move south. And let's, fuck, no space. Oh, shit. That was way closer. Ouch. Yeah, keep moving. That was a big... Sounded like a Mosin. Yeah, shoot back in the air. Assert dominance. Okay. Yeah, try not to get killed. That'd be nice. Fucking deer making noise. Just gonna pop that there and put this back on. The longer range scope. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's that lumber camp. So apparently it's just down here. There should be some sort of military checkpoint or something. Just on the other side of these trees. Okay. Huh. Was this the same DayZ as the bullshittery episodes? I don't think I've ever done a standalone DayZ bullshittery. Maybe the odd scene. But no. We played back in DayZ. So, oh look, deer. So as in the mod. Oh. Disgusting creatures. Covered in ticks. There. Right. Maybe that guy firing the rifle was hunting. Cool. No, I just noticed that hedge made its own Foley sound when I ran through it. Okay. Yeah, I still have that disease. I've got like a fever thing. It's just dehydrating me a bit, but I'm okay so long as I get sufficient... Well, so long as I drink enough. That must be the compound over there. Yeah, I do have to go very soon. We'll just check out the military camp and then I need to stop streaming because I'm going to go to lunch. Indeed, semi-auto is good for the minute. I have about 60 bullets. So if we go full auto. Okay, so I see military Zeds. Quite a few military tents here. Let's see what we can find, eh? Gonna put the other scope back on. This looks a bit closer range. Those grave markers or something else? That one on top of the tent. There's a lot of Zeds here. Right. I need to be very careful. Yeah, the Zeds aren't a joke anymore. Like yeah, if you've got melee, 3 of them will take you out. If you've got a gun, probably like 10 or so will kill you. Unless you can take them out fast enough. But you better have a lot of ammo. Right, just keep quiet, keep low. Thank you, Nasumi. Thank you sincerely, Nasumi. Thank you. Can you make a bow? No, I don't think they've put in bows yet in the new engine. Which I think is a bit of a shame. Universal flashlight. A torch even. That's another SKS. A worn one versus my badly damaged one. Yeah, we'll take that. It's worth a few bob. Thank you, Death the Kitty. Thank you, Death. What's that there? Another torch. No, wait. That's a pistol torch. BDU jacket. Pristine. Interesting. Combat jacket damaged. 42 slot. 42 slot. Let's switch over. But the rubles. Yeah, there's no quick, you know, quick inventory change button, unfortunately. Put that there. Put that there. Cool. What does BDU stand for? Sorry, does anyone know? Anybody know? You want the crossbow? Yeah. Thank you, Herbobo. Thank you kindly, Her. Thank you, sir. So yes, the purpose... Oh, battle dress uniform. Right. I see. Cool. So yeah, the purpose of the... well, yeah, obviously the purpose of the zombies is obviously just... This is a zombie survival game, but it's... They also... By giving them very specific... conditions that they'll attack in, they force the players to sort of play, you know, they're playing a tune that you've got to dance to, really, which is don't make noise. Don't make noise, just stay quiet. That's the cool feature. It's not that they are zombies, it's the fact that you attract them by making noise. So if you sneak carefully, if you don't fuck up, they'll let you pass. But when you have to fight them, I'm going to change these hunter boots and get jungle boots instead. I actually stole these off somebody. Yeah, if you sort of jump through the hoops of the world, in this case the Zeds, they'll leave you alone. Because the true threat, it's not really the Zeds, it's the other players. And if you have to battle the Zeds, if you fuck up, and you have to make loads of noise, then you attract players. And then the player, you know, bandits, really. You attract bandits. What's that, sorry? Oh, it's just a wooden handguard for an AK. I've got a polymer one. Oh, I didn't realise there's stuff on the edges. Cool. 9 times 39mm armor piercing rounds. I think, are they for the VCS, I think? Thank you, Thanis. Thank you kindly, Thanis. Oh, it's more over there. Fucking loads. Holy shit. Yeah, this is an untapped location. 45 caliber rounds. And 5.45. Unfortunately, the traders aren't interested in the bullets unless they're in their original boxes. Guess they're like collectors or some shit. But still, it's ammo. Better to have fuck. Better to have more ammo and not need it than not enough when you do. Shit. He's investigating the sound. Really hope I don't have to go loud. I can deal with them, but I have to make loads of noise and waste lots of ammo. He's outside on my right. Yeah, the Zeds are not a joke anymore. They used to be a total fucking piss take in the standalone, but now they're not. Just get high up. Yeah? Hopefully he'll just fuck off. Pristine. Still pristine? Kill the Zeds. Should be okay. So again, so long as I jump through the hoops, they'll leave me alone. And they'll also provide a measure of protection for me in a way, because if somebody's careless and aggroes the zombies, I'll hear them. Yeah, I might have to take out a few. I didn't check this tent, did I? So I checked that one. Can you distract them? Good question, I don't know. Is there a way to distract them? Fling in something? Well, they just added throwing a short while ago, so... No, I did check this. I'm just being stupid. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, lob a grenade. Pull the pin this time. Yesterday, I threw a grenade at somebody without pulling the pin. Trouble is, if I'm trying not to make noise, if I make loads of noise, then yeah. Where's Cyanide? I don't know. He's very scarce these days. He doesn't seem to. Just kind of keeps to himself. I sent him a oh shit! Is that a person? Fuck me. I think that might be a person. I might be in a lot of trouble. Oh shit. Okay, that is a person. He's just made loads of noise. Drop that on the ground. He's just attracted lots of the Zeds. They're running out. Well, there's my distraction. And there's my competition. Guy wearing a motorcycle helmet with a blue jacket. He's got a silenced weapon, but it wasn't silenced enough. Ooh. Oh, he's been shot at by somebody else. There are two guys here. Alright. He's drawing the Zeds away. They're all running, look. Oh no, it's a guy. No, it's just a Z. I thought it was a dude, just a Z with a backpack. Cool. Right. Well, thanks to him, almost all the Zeds have booked it. Let's quickly take the shit and get the fuck out, eh? Thank you, dude. Another BDU jacket. Combat jacket, hunter boots. Take everything of value before they get in here. 45 caliber. SKS, SKS. More ammunition. What was that? Oh, that is a bayonet. That's quite valuable. Right, anything else? Don't know where that other dude is. I should just book it. He could have his sights on me for all I know. He could have moved over there into that forest. Yeah, alright. Maybe one last check. One last check. Yeah, don't get greedy. Yeah, you're right. Oh, okay. Right. Night vision goggles. Can I put them on my helmet? No, I need the strap, don't I? Fuck. What can I drop quickly? The beans. Let's go. NVGs. Fucking NVGs. Probably one of the most fucking valuable things to find. NVGs. Thank you, random guy. It's alright, beans I can replace. Oh look. Burning the Zeds. I could have eaten the beans, but let's get the fuck out of there, get to safety. It's fine. Fuck yeah. Ammo, NVGs. I think I need to get the helmet strap for it though. I can get this from the trader. It's all right. I can get replacement food. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, indeed. That was a successful loot thing. So yeah, jump through the hoops and you can. The zombies won't touch you. And where are the NVGs? Here they are. Excellent. So can I? Well, presumably they need batteries. Can I put them on my helmet now, or I guess I need the strap? Yeah, I need the strap to make them work. Good. Okay, so what's the time? Got a little bit more time. A little bit more time. Like 15 minutes tops, really. So let's move this way. Oh, the trader's now in DayZ. Well, this is a mod that's been added. What's that line there? Is that just like a... yeah, it's just where the next chunk is loading or whatever. Huh. Okay. The KAM is so good, you kill 10 people with it and they stood no chance. Yeah, it's a big assault rifle, isn't it? Yeah. It's in the sock. Right. Move up here, then I'll figure out where the fuck I am. Need a strap or the tactical helmet. All right. Thank you, GSIV. Thank you very much, GSIV. Thank you. Okay, so for those just joining the stream, I'm just roaming about for a little bit before I go to lunch with the family. I just snuck into a... Ooh, hang on, an airdrop is near Starry Sabor. So I'm just roaming so that I can find resources, and I was mostly looking for cars that could be repaired. I didn't find cars, but I did find NVG goggles. Wait, NVG... Night vision goggles? NV goggles. NVGs. Right, sweet. Okay. So, yeah, well, I've already got the NVG scope, but, I mean, these will work independent of the weapon. Okay. Did I not stack some of these very well? There. Okay. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Got the nails. A bayonet as well, which I can sell. So I've got these 2 additional guns, brass knuckles, 2 knives. Not bad. Right. Wait, can I put the bayonet on there, or does it require... I guess it requires... I don't know what these symbols mean. What does it say? Sorry, it says bayonet for the SK... Oh, it's for the SK. Oh, wait, hang on. So if it's for the SK, I can just... Hang on. Save space by putting it on the gun. Yeah. Probably do that with the scope, can't I, as well? What's this? Universal flashlight. Can't put that there. Right. No. Leave it. Put that back on my back. There we go. The plane is closing on Starry Sabor. So that's an airdrop. So an airdrop is coming in. Make whatever law reason you wish. Maybe some survivors somewhere. Dropping, you know, trying to get supplies to anyone still alive on Chernarus. But, yeah, so it's just an excuse to have people gather at Starry Sabor to find resources. Right. Okay. Now when I scope, I can stab people. But yeah, exactly. So I can get out the bayonet and stab. Okay, let me just have a look at the I Survive map. Bear with me. Thank you, GSIV and Thanis and Hair Bobo. Thank you kindly. Right, so I'm pretty sure I've moved quite some distance now. Holy shit. Ooh, there's another car spawn fairly nearby. And a row of something. Okay. Stand by. So let me just move. Where do I go? There should be a road next to me. If I follow it, there should be a car spawn. And it says caution wolves as well. Also need to be cautious because there's at least 2 other players, at least in this area. Whether they have bases or they're just roaming like me, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. It's a server for subs only. Well, no, it's the server is fairly open, so because there is a whitelist though. But to get on the whitelist, all you need to do is so there's a ZF Discord apparently, and you just fill in the form there. This is because the what is it, Tom or Social? I think they want to look for VAC bans, and I think you have to just pinky promise that you're not going to stream snipe, because you know, stream snipes it gets a bit lame because we can't play really, because someone in ZF will be streaming, and if that's the case, then we just get hunted to the ends of the earth. Thank you, Afro and Leo. Thank you sincerely, Afro and Leo. Thank you. And Epic Phelan. Thank you, Epic. Thank you kindly. Right, so some sort of an electrical substation? No, it's a... Oh, could this be another camp? This might be another campsite. Teddy bear. There's some rags in it. More ammunition? I think that's my ammunition, isn't it? I think. Maybe. Bomber jacket with a flare. Right. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what the row of buildings was. It's a campsite. They've added a bunch of, you know, well, campsites for camping. Oh dear. Oh, that's... The wind suddenly tuned in there. It changed ambient music track. Yeah, it's a campsite. Let's go check it out. No. You can kill us. You're not going to get banned, but you know what I mean. Just be sensible. If people join to stream snipe us, then we won't play. Then the people won't be on the server because you know we're trying to get the community going. You can shoot us by all means. Don't not shoot us. Ah, food. Can't spin that? I think I'm okay for now. I don't need to eat. The hell is that? Chicken, maybe? Hockey mask. More shoes. Right. Yeah, exactly. Puling. It's hard to truly gauge. You can't really tell. I remember I was just roaming randomly in the forest one day back in the DayZ mod. Thank you, Captain Jahani. Thank you kindly. Thank you. And yeah, I just bumped into a guy in the middle of nowhere. And I killed him, and he was yelling at me, calling me like a hacker or whatever. Hacker do I found? Fucking one in however many thousand chance. I just bumped into him totally in the wilderness. If we walked into each other. You know, it happens. Thank you, R6 and Zoka. Thank you sincerely. Thank you. Also, bear in mind that I'm not exactly in the middle of nowhere. I'm at a location where a car spawns, so this is going to be attracting people who are looking at the map for cars. So when people bump into each other, well, surprise, you were there for the same reason. Yeah, so individual camping huts. Thank you, Jokey. Thank you kindly, Jokey. Seeds, hunter jacket. This is a white hunter jacket. Snow conditions? Well, I should, Backer. I should get... Fuck. There's a dude right there, isn't there? Look, there's a dude there. He's watching me. Now he's retreated into the hedge. Trouble is, if I fire a shot, I'll attract the Zeds. But is he trying to kill me? Look at him. You see him? Oh. What's he doing? Is it the same guy from before? Oh, he's like, oh, come on. He's lighting a smoke to try and escape. New particle effects are pretty cool. No, if I fire, I'll attract the Zeds. And also advertise my position to everybody in the area. He might not have been. He might have just been, you know, doing what I'm doing. I mean, bear in mind, he did see me at the... if that's the guy with the blue backpack, he saw me earlier. There he is, look. No, he's a different guy. Green backpack. Could have been the guy that fired the shot originally. He's pulling back. Cool smoke effects, though. Look at that. They've totally redone it. Do you remember the old janky, shitty smoke effects? Looks decent now, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Oh, 308 tracer rounds. I was unaware that there was a tracer variant. Baseball cap. Now I've got the combat helm. Hunter jacket. That's some fairly decent stuff here. I don't think anybody's really been over this side of the map yet. Okay. Well, I need to bear in mind... Yeah, I need to... yeah, just keep in mind why I'm here. So the car spawn was apparently on the first row at the far end. Apparently. I see, it's a car park. So I've already checked the car park, haven't I? It's not here. Okay. It's a shame. Is that a dude? No. Alright. Okay. Alas, I've probably run out of time, folks, I'm afraid. I need to go and head off and go to see the family and get some lunch. But yeah, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to loop around, checking the map. Hang on. Yeah, so I'll probably loop around and look, yeah, and then head back towards the trade camp with what I found. Get it converted into rubles, which will be easier to transport than lugging the weapons on my back. And then try and get those rubles back to a clan tents or, you know, underground chests or something. Right. Cool. Right, anyway, so thank you for watching, everyone. So, yeah, I hope you have a lovely afternoon. And, yeah, I'll be back in like a couple of hours or so, I'm sure. So I'm going to go off and get some lunch and see the family. And Lulu's going to get some cuddles. And, yeah. You can't sleep, Lulu. You need to sleep when you're there. Yes. She'll get some cuddles and she'll get some cheese and whatever. If I say the word cheese. She's too tired. Right, cool. So, yes, the server is called the Lusty Gusset. And you're welcome to partake if you're on the whitelist. Yeah, well, you know, we got like 500 people on the whitelist. So, if you were previously on the whitelist 5 months ago, you'll still be on it. Feel free to come and partake if you wish. We're trying again. So, the base building didn't work because of a bug 5 months ago. So, we're trying again to see if we can get, well, we'll see if we can get a base building server with people fighting and butting heads. I don't know. We'll see. We're just trying it because, you know, just because, really. Just fancy a bit of DayZ. Thank you, Median and Jockey and R6 Cam and Zoka. Thank you sincerely. Right. So thanks again. Have a lovely weekend. Catch you soon. Sorry, let me just try and have a look and see who's streaming now. So amongst ZF, we have who? So Caf is on. So Caf is playing PUBG. Who else is on? So Caf and... just Caf. Okay, I'm going to hand you over to ZF Caf. He's playing... Yeah, so he's playing a bit of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Sorry. Yeah, thank you again. All the best to you. Have a lovely weekend and see you soon.